Welcome back to the channel Stamps Old World UK, where we explore the hidden history and real market value of classic postage stamps from around the world. And today, we are diving deep into one of the most beautiful and iconic stamps of the Victorian era, the Great Britain 1 shilling surface-printed stamp, a true masterpiece of 19th century philately that continues to attract collectors even today. This stamp was issued during the reign of Queen Victoria and features the famous profile portrait of the young queen, often referred to as the Shilling or surface-printed Victorian style, depending on the exact issue, with an elegant combination of green and carmine red colors that immediately stands out. At the top of the stamp, you can clearly see the words Postage and Revenue, which tells us that this stamp was used not only for mailing letters, but also for paying taxes and official fees, making it an important dual-purpose issue in British postal history. The denomination 1 shilling was considered a high value at the time, mainly used for overseas mail and heavier letters, which already adds to its historical importance. The design itself reflects the power and global reach of the British Empire during the mid to late 1800s. The intricate corner ornaments, the detailed engine-turned background, and the finely engraved portrait all show the high level of craftsmanship used by British printers of the era. Unlike modern stamps, each detail on this stamp was created using traditional printing techniques, which means slight variations exist between copies, and those small differences can significantly affect today's market value. When we talk about condition, this is where the value of a 1 shilling Victorian stamp can change dramatically. A stamp in poor condition, with heavy creases, thinning, tears, or faded colors may be worth as little as $200 to $300. A stamp in average used condition with a clear cancellation, good color, and no major damage can easily sell in today's market for around $340 to $500. However, when we move into fine and very fine condition, with strong original colors, clean margins, and a neat cancellation, prices often rise to $550 to $600, depending on demand and exact shade. Unused examples or lightly hinged stamps are where values become much more impressive. A well-centered, unused 1 shilling stamp with fresh color and minimal faults can range from $1,500 to well over $3,000 in today's market. Exceptional copies with original gum and certified authenticity have been known to sell for even higher amounts at major international auctions. Rare shades, specific plate numbers, or stamps with unusual postal history usage can push the value even further, sometimes reaching several $1,000s. Another factor that collectors must pay close attention to is authenticity. Because this stamp is valuable and highly collected, it has been widely forged over the years. Expert certificates from recognized philatelic authorities play a crucial role in confirming genuine examples. Paper type, watermark, perforation size, and ink shade are all closely examined by experts, and any confirmed originality adds strong confidence and higher value to the stamp. From an investment perspective, classic Victorian stamps like this 1 shilling issue remain stable and desirable. Unlike modern speculative items, their value is supported by history, rarity, and consistent collector demand worldwide. Collectors from the United Kingdom, Europe, Asia, and the United States all actively seek high-quality examples, making this stamp a solid long-term collectible rather than a short-term trend. In conclusion, the Great Britain 1 shilling Victorian stamp is far more than just an old piece of paper. It is a symbol of postal innovation, imperial history, and timeless design. Whether you own a used example worth around $100 or an unused gem valued in the thousands, this stamp deserves careful preservation and appreciation. If you have one in your collection, you may be holding a small but powerful piece of history with real market value today. Next up, the 10 shillings Queen Victoria High Value Stamp, a true heavyweight of Victorian philately and a dream piece for serious collectors around the world. This 10-shilling stamp was issued during the later years of Queen Victoria's reign and immediately stands out because of its large size, bold design, and rich green color. At the center of the stamp is the mature portrait of Queen Victoria, showing her profile with remarkable detail and authority, reflecting the height of the British Empire. Surrounding the portrait is an ornate frame with intricate floral and geometric patterns, and the clear inscription "Postage, 10 shillings" proudly announces its high denomination. In the Victorian era, 10 shillings was a very large postal value, mainly used for heavy parcels, international mail, and important financial or legal correspondence. The craftsmanship on this stamp is exceptional. Every line, curve, and decorative element was engraved with precision, using traditional printing methods of the 19th century. The corner letters, which help identify the stamp's position on the sheet, are another classic feature that collectors carefully examine. This level of detail makes the stamp not only a postal item, but also a work of art from the golden age of stamp production. Because of its high face value, this stamp was printed in smaller quantities compared to lower denominations, and many examples were heavily used, damaged, or destroyed over time. As a result, surviving examples in good condition are far scarcer than they might appear, which plays a major role in its strong market value today. Condition is absolutely critical when evaluating a 10 shillings Queen Victoria stamp. In poor condition, with heavy creases, thinning, tears, or severe cancellations, this stamp may still be worth around $380 to $500 simply due to its rarity and historical importance. A stamp in average used condition, with a clear but not overly heavy cancellation, solid color, and no major structural damage, can easily sell for $800 to $1,500 in today's market. When the condition improves to fine or very fine, with sharp details, balanced margins, and attractive appearance, prices often rise to $2,000 to $4,000, depending on demand and exact characteristics. Unused examples of the 10-shilling stamp are significantly rarer and much more valuable. An unused copy with good centering, strong color, and minimal faults can range from $6,000 to well over $12,000 in today's market. Exceptional specimens with original gum, excellent preservation, and expert certification have achieved even higher prices at major international auctions, sometimes reaching truly remarkable figures that place them among elite British stamps. Collectors also pay close attention to subtle variations, such as plate numbers, shades of green, paper type, and watermark. Certain varieties are far scarcer than others and can dramatically increase value. Because this stamp is valuable, it has been the target of forgeries and alterations, making expert authentication extremely important. Certificates from recognized philatelic authorities provide confidence, protect buyers, and significantly increase market value. From a historical and investment perspective, the Great Britain 10 shillings Queen Victoria stamp represents stability and prestige. High-value Victorian stamps have consistently performed well over time, driven by global demand and limited supply. They are not just collectibles, but tangible assets linked to the economic and postal history of one of the world's most influential empires. In summary, the Great Britain 10 shillings Queen Victoria stamp is a symbol of power, craftsmanship, and rarity. Whether you encounter a used example worth a few $1,000s or an unused treasure valued far higher, this stamp commands respect in any collection. It tells a story of global communication, imperial administration, and the extraordinary artistry of Victorian stamp design. Next up, the 1 shilling Queen Victoria Postage and Revenue stamp, a true icon of Victorian philately and a favorite among collectors worldwide. This stamp belongs to the famous High Value series issued during the reign of Queen Victoria and was designed for both postage and fiscal use, which is clearly shown by the words postage and revenue at the top. At the center is the strong and dignified portrait of Queen Victoria in profile, surrounded by an engine-turned background that adds depth and security against forgery. The bold red frame combined with the green central panel gives this stamp an instantly recognizable and powerful appearance, reflecting the authority and reach of the British Empire during the 19th century. The 1 shilling denomination was considered a significant amount of money at the time and was typically used for overseas mail, heavier letters, and official documents. Because of this, many examples saw hard use, and surviving stamps in high quality are far less common than lower-value Victorian issues. The detailed corner ornaments, precise engraving, and balanced layout demonstrate the high standards of British stamp production during this golden age of printing. Condition plays a major role in determining today's market value of this stamp. In poor condition, with heavy cancellations, thinning, creases, or faded colors, a 1 shilling postage and revenue stamp may be worth around $60 to $90. In average used condition, with a clear portrait, decent color, and no major damage, values typically range from $100 to $200 in today's market. When the stamp is in fine or very fine condition, showing strong color contrast, clean lines, and an attractive overall appearance, prices often rise to $300 to $600 depending on demand and specific characteristics. Unused examples are far more desirable and valuable. A lightly hinged, unused 1 shilling stamp with fresh color and minimal faults can be worth between $700 and $1,500. Truly exceptional unused examples with original gum, sharp detail, and expert certification can sell for even higher amounts, especially if they display rare shades or are linked to specific printings. Collectors are willing to pay premiums for stamps with clear provenance or documented postal history. Authentication is extremely important for this issue, as high-value Victorian stamps have been widely forged or altered over the years. Experts examine paper type, watermark, perforations, ink shades, and printing quality to confirm originality. A genuine stamp accompanied by a recognized certificate not only provides peace of mind, but also significantly increases its market value and desirability. From a collector's and investor's perspective, the 1 shilling Queen Victoria postage and revenue stamp remains a solid and respected choice. Its historical significance, limited supply in high condition, and consistent global demand make it a stable long-term collectible rather than a speculative item. It represents a key period in British postal and fiscal history and continues to hold its place as a cornerstone of classic stamp collections. In conclusion, this 1 shilling Victorian stamp is much more than an old piece of paper. It is a powerful symbol of 19th century Britain, combining art, history, and value in a single design. Whether you own a modest used example or a high-grade unused specimen, this stamp carries both historical weight and real market value in today's dollars. Thank you for watching Stamps Old World UK. If you enjoy learning about classic stamps, their stories, and their true worth in today's market, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for more legendary stamps, expert insights, and fascinating journeys into the old world of philately, only here on Stamps Old World UK.